Welcome to today's video. Today is going to be really different, and I'm already feeling like shy about. Took me a minute to start talking, let's just say that. Um, yeah, so I felt inspired to bring this oracle reading to the nighttime because these lights are really cool looking and they give a really fun vibe, and I just didn't feel like it was the time during the day. It felt too rushed. So I was like, you know what, that'll be fun to do a nighttime one and try that out. And basically all day I've been keeping myself open to the ideas of like, I feel like there's an opportunity for this space to continue to evolve, and what ways do I want to evolve it? What feels most authentic to me? And I started out doing oracle readings in a style that I saw others doing it, also because I'm relatively new to doing it for others, like for a collective message. But at the same time, I feel like I've been channeling messages pretty often, but without the cards, but not having like that for like I enjoy that format, but I'm trying something new again, to not have any resources around me as like a crutch or like a emotional security blanket of sorts. Like I feel like I'm being encouraged to try out without the oracle reading and really tune in with what I already know, and like really practice my own inner knowing, as my guiding pillar and guiding post. And Yeah, I just last week realized I was definitely dependent on others and their messages to help me get started in it. And I felt like it was time for me to practice exploring channeling the message just through a blank slate, and just really preparing myself before this video and tuning in my own way rather than tuning in through the inspiration of others. I'm practicing tuning in directly. And it took a while to set up the space here. So, in a way, there has been an energy reset. So, I'm coming to you with fresh energy. And just the fact that I did it for myself means that what I'm saying and my presence here and what I'm sharing is going to also activate that reset for you. So, like, what has been done here in this space, resetting, the format. And I'm looking at my room and like rearranged my room a lot to be able to have some more space here, and just shifting the energy by shifting items around and shifting my outfit. Like all of that is a reset and something you can do for yourself as well. But for today's video, like the reset is complete. I did it like off camera basically. And I also want to see if people watching this would be interested. I would love to connect and do an energy clearing reset within a small group, or it doesn't have to be a small group, but within basically like a Zoom space or like a container where I can connect and see you on the other side. And it's more of a live call rather than a static video. In addition to, or we'll see how this evolves, but if you're interested, I'd love to know, and comment wherever, send me a message wherever if that's something you're interested in joining. Just give me some feedback and then I can move forward from there. But for now, I also still enjoy recording these videos, and probably will continue doing that. So, a couple things of today that I've been noticing and tuning into, and just some like things that have been in my world, I guess, that I'd like to share. Well, one was the energy reset of the space, so like a reminder to move the space around that where you live. Sometimes I literally just use my air, like my breath, to blow the energy from a shelf space. Like it doesn't have to literally physically be cleaned off necessarily, but even just like blowing your air into the corners of your room or into, I'm looking at a bookshelf right now, like can be an energy reset for your space. And when I do it, I let my intuition guide the way of where to mosey around, what to shift, what to do, which pieces to move around, whether to open the window, or like all those little details are just intuitively guided, and it's just what I feel like inspired to do in the moment is how I reset space. So yeah, I'm gonna take a minute and close my eyes to get into more of an open reading in a different way because I don't have the cards. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I'm feeling reminded of the message within the heart space. And there was something earlier this week that I was experiencing that I knew was a message for this week. And it was basically, I feel like there's another layer to it that I haven't yet like recollected, but maybe it'll come out. So basically, fall like the new energy of this season and the upcoming year, and just like as we're in spring, like basically this new energy for creating your upcoming cycle and manifesting it to experience it in a certain way. Like you can create anything. This is the time to really be open to new ideas and completely new ventures. And in order to do that, you really have to let go of forcing yourself to do something the exact same way that you did before. Like for example, this video, I was intentionally feeling like there was an opportunity to collaborate. This is the message that I'm remembering now. To be open to input, like be open to new ideas and fresh takes and different directions of the same thing, but like be open to feedback and open to the opinions of others. And when I say that, I actually mean others in the realm of the spirit. Like it can come from different sources. So when I say that, I mean intuition, basically. Like all of the support team and support spirit team out there, their message gets funneled into your connection through intuition. And the things that you're connecting with, when it's intuition, it's always for the best. It's always for your greater good. So like it's okay and it's safe to listen to those messages, and always choose for yourself first. Like make sure that this is something for you to do that's feels good and expansive and it's safe. And I think when it's from intuition, when you feel certainty, the message or an encouragement is intuition, it's guaranteed to be coming from a place of love and growth and evolution. And as you develop that connection with your intuition and how it connects with you and experimenting how it's voiced and all these things, you'll have a better, firmer foundation of knowing, having confidence in that connection with that spiritual realm, and that it's not something that's coming from a place of something that's trying to like hurt you. Because I think a lot of times connecting with spirit brings up fears around like what we're being open to, and opening ourselves to something that is there not for our not based in coming from love, but coming from like mischief or distraction. And the truth is, we're constantly letting ourselves be distracted. Like, how is that any different from naming it something like something evil? Like, how many times do you let yourself be distracted by a habit such as watching TV or scrolling on social media? Like, our distractions just come in through different forms, and we're already experiencing that dark nature of life through our world. And so there's nothing to be, you can handle that, so there's nothing to be scared of within the dark nature of the spirit realm that you may come across, basically, because you've handled that in physical form in this world. You're doing it all the time. It's not as obvious, and it's a little more visible, so it's not as scary, because when you're connecting to the spirit realm, it's like invisible, so it's not as clear. And sometimes that in itself can create fear. Like, is this voice I'm hearing something that's to be feared, or is it actually just I can't see it, so it feels foreign or unknown to me, and so I'm creating a story around it. So there's a lot of this inner reflection that goes on to understand the experiences we're having when we're connecting with the spirit realm and our intuition. So be open to change it up, basically, and let your intuition be the guide. The intuition is going to be the thing that brings in the freshest like ideas, new takes that you don't even know how it's going to evolve. But it really is like walking with a blindfold on sometimes, when you decide to go your own course and do something completely different and away from like holding on. Once you have to let go, and the thing that carries you around and through the space, the like open space that you can explore and anything is possible, is this heart-centered guidance you receive, and inspiration and ideas will just naturally expand your life in really unique ways. And yeah, I think it also helps us. Being open to these new ideas is going to help you find a more like, what is the authentic way for you to do something, or how, like, doing something in a way that continues to be fun for you. Yeah, so less strictness around how you're approaching life, and more open and playfulness to try something new, and keep asking yourself, is there anything for me to change or try out? And that's kind of like how I got to this setup here. Was I had a feeling there was like, if I paused, I could get some really good insight into a fun, like a new way to do this, or something to expand and evolve the space. So yeah, and so that's what inspired me to post. I recently posted about Pussy Willow and decorating with Pussy Willow. And I'm like, I don't really know where that's going, but I've always loved decorating spaces. As you can see, like, I put some artwork here, and I have like artful things all around. So it's something I'm really excited to share about. And I just don't really know what's next. Like I said, it's like walking forward with a blindfold on. And yeah, so coming back to the message for the week is, as you take step by step, day by day, try something new and listen to the guidance of what that new thing is, by tapping into your heart, by letting yourself be guided, and being open to try it out. It's just like, see it as like a fun new like exploration of, even if you, especially if you've been doing something the same way for a while, or it could be anything really. That's what the creative process is. Creating your life is going to be a co-creation and a collaboration, and it's so much more fruitful when you let in other opinions, other ideas of how to evolve something or how to make something more fruitful and better for all. Yeah. So that's the message for today. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to do any oracle card readings, but I do love them so much. They're so fun. Okay. Well, I'm proud of myself for how much I listened and did all of that with nothing to like hold on to physically, just you and me. Okay. So we're going to do these because I do love them. I had been using this deck for like 5 years. And so it's interesting to think about, like, although I could tell myself, oh, I'm new to this, honestly, I've really familiarized myself with this. And yeah, so I just decided to try doing it and seeing what it'd be like to relay a message that's not just for my specific, situation or whatever, where I'm asking for guidance. Because this really has helped me in many moments of need where I was like totally lost. These oracle cards really do help. And this one is called The Wisdom of the Oracle. It's really easy. You can like lay out all of the cards and then just basically whichever one you feel drawn to, you can pick up, and there's going to be a message. And if you feel drawn to it, it's because there's a message for you. And there's just like a process of learning to trust that instinct and trust what you get. And then the next step that now I'm in is reading the message just through the images, because I think I get it's more of like a message through me. So, Treasure Island. Lots of money. Yeah. Yeah, because energy likes to move, and money is energy. And like stagnation is just basically like putting up rocks in your river. And that's why it's so important every year, especially, but also like in this moment now, and when the opportunities arise, to like basically every week reset your energy and just approach everything with a fresh outlook, a fresh perspective, and it will help move the energy through your visions and also attract in the flow of all forms of abundance. Yeah. All right. So I feel like those weren't it. Okay. That goes there. That was a great message, my friend. So these 3 cards fell on the floor. I'm feeling like interesting energy right now. Like uncertainty of myself. Like, I think starting these, I really am a little unsure. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Every time I do this, I'm like, I don't really know. But then I'm like, okay, let me just... Interesting. Okay, I haven't really tuned in the message yet, but look at this. The way I picked it up, there is this clear like line of water. Let me make sure that this is still recording too. Okay, good, it's still recording, cool. I I don't know how long it's been. So there's this clear line of water. That is really cool. Well, I will say one thing is that I've been feeling the presence of mermaids, specifically while I was resetting my space and clearing my energy. What was it? There was something that really brought me to, I was looking at this rock. Yes, one of the things that I thought about possibly doing in this video, because I was basically thinking of like being open to like, okay, how do I want this to go? Because it can go in any way. Was I was like, oh, I picked up this stone and then I felt something from it, and I was like, wait, I can use my confidence in my channeling abilities now to do that with other things. And it's been a long time since I've held a stone and just read its energy, but also now I know my style of how that works. So basically, this stone came from the same, it's like the same type of stone, that's the word, type of stone, as the one that is in my grandparents' driveway or like road area. So that was the fun thing I got from this. But then I also was looking at it and I saw the shape of a mermaid tail and like fin tail area, and I was like, huh. Just the thought of mermaids has come up recently a bit more than usual, so that's how I know that there's presence of water beings. It's very new territory for me. Okay. And what does the mermaid have to share? Is there anything specific about that? Well, we're obviously being called to connect with water. I mean, look at this picture. Yeah. Honestly, what this is showing is right now your compass is upside down. Like you're operating from your south node, which is a phrase I've heard someone else use, and so I'm going to use it. Basically out of alignment with your true north. We can all gather around that metaphor. That's an easy one to follow. And because basically the land and the water's upside down, and you can see that this is creating an arrow pointing south, like downward. So it's like a south direction. And again, the thing that's going to flip you in this direction is connecting with your heart and being open to new ideas and trying something new and all those things. Yeah, I think that's really it. I think I was really excited to open these cards, but I don't feel as connected with it, and the message has been delivered. So thank you so much for listening to this and trying out this new experience for myself. Like, that was totally new the way I was reading it. And yeah, I'm just going to keep playing around with different formats and see how it goes. All right.